Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with Jim Cockerell from the US, and many don't know you yet, so could you just introduce yourself briefly?
Sure.
Who are you, what you do, what is or was your profession, and how did you get in touch with the piano?
Okay, my name is Jim Cockerell. I'm from Olympia, Washington in the US, and it's not Washington, D.C., it's on the west coast of the US. I'm a retired dentist. I practiced for 40 years, and now I'm enjoying myself pursuing hobbies and travel, the things that I like to do. And I stumbled on Aaron Pilson on Facebook several months ago and checked all the boxes on, yes, I'm nervous when I play the piano in front of people, and I'm tired of playing the same old pieces that I've learned many years ago. I started piano as a child in grade school, played for 4 or 5 years, and then played in the band in high school. And at the university, I played in a marching band for University of Washington in Seattle. And I always wanted to be able to get back to the piano, to be able to pursue music in my home. But I didn't have time. I was pursuing my profession. We have 2 children, 2 boys. I was married in 1974, and anyway, my son started taking piano lessons, but he got so involved with his activities that my wife said, well, you're not practicing. And so she called the piano teacher and said, I think we have to put these lessons on hold. The piano teacher said, well, I have a waiting list, so you'll be off the waiting list now. And so my wife volunteered for me, and she said, well, Jim will take lessons from you. And I was, 40 years old at the time. And I went up to my teacher's house where she taught piano, and 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds and children were coming out of the house, and here I was, 40 years old, going to my piano teacher who taught mostly children. I started playing with this teacher who figured out that I wanted to try to play my favorite composers, classical composers, and now I find that I really enjoy trying to attempt to play a piece that I've heard for many years and then duplicate it on a nice piano. But then I figured out also that I wasn't playing very musically or perfectly, and I signed on to Aaron's program. Well, then I found out what I really needed to learn was a lot. I'm trying to get better at playing piano, and I enjoy it immensely. And I was just treated to a fabulous private piano concert from Aaron, who's preparing for a performance here in a short time. I feel very fortunate to be here in Berlin, visiting old friends and renewing my German language.
Really good introduction, Jim. Thank you so much. What I always wonder is, for me, the piano has always been a huge part of my life since I was 5 years old and was playing all day long. While other children were playing football, I was at the piano. So, and you had a career in medicine, you were a dentist. Why the piano? Why? I mean, you could choose many creative things, painting, theater, poetry, violin. Why did you choose the piano? Why do you stick to the piano? What is so special about it for you?
Well, I love classical music, and I find that because I had a little background as a child playing Beethoven and Mozart and Chopin and various composers, I've always felt that piano is a very complex, fabulous instrument, and I guess the science part of my brain started trying to figure out, well, how many combinations are there with 88 keys and 10 fingers that you can create, and they're unending. I mean, endless possibilities. And then to make the sound so beautiful, and I enjoy classical music, and I wanted to be able to create this in my own home. And it's easy to do with a piano, except that it's very difficult to take a piano on a trip. And I find that if we go on a cruise or a vacation somewhere, it's difficult to find a piano to play because they won't let you play it, and they don't want people making noise instead of music. So, but I enjoy I can take time at home for a few hours each night, and I get lost in music, and it's my quiet time. It's where I can concentrate on not much except trying to get better at the piece. Plus, I feel much like, I enjoy speaking German. I think it's a good mind game that allows you hopefully to stay young, which I'm not, but it gives you a challenge to work different parts of your brain to stay sharp. And so I love piano. It's fun. It's exciting.
It's really good, engaging, good for your health, for your well-being, emotional. You can share. Yeah, what I also wonder about is because many of my mentees tell me that it has been difficult for them that find a community, find people who are also love music as much as they do. How has it been for you? Do you have friends who also go to concerts with you? Do you share your progress with them? Like how does it look like in your private life?
It's difficult to find somebody who enjoys music in the same way that I do. And I do have a friend who every once in a while we play four hands together. And she's very interesting, but we don't live very close to each other, so we don't have opportunity to perfect pieces as they should be played. In any case, I just enjoy the challenge of any type of piano music, and I need direction, and that's actually why I signed on with your program. I feel like left to my own devices, I'm not capable of progressing because I don't know which piece I can play properly, and so anyway, I'm trying really hard to play by the rules, and Aaron is helping me very much in that regard. So, but no, I enjoy music. I find that I've figured out there are some people who don't understand classical music at all. And so I just redirect the conversation and tell them that, yes, I play the piano at home, but I don't think you would enjoy the piece that I'm working on. And they say, well, Bach, you can't take a tune from Bach and whistle it on your way home. You just can't do that. And so anyway, I enjoy my music, and I hope that I'm doing you justice here, and I want to please my teacher.
Since you've been with me, what has changed in your approach towards the piano? Like when you practice in your day, have you found it to inspire you also to practice more, or do you just practice better, or what exactly has changed in the way you practice on a daily basis?
I think instead of hurrying up to just learn the notes and play the music, I feel that I have to figure out how to play it properly. And rather than just finishing, I'm very goal-oriented, and if my goal is to finish a piece, I need to finish it the right way. And I need the input constantly from an expert, you, to give me an idea of what I'm doing right and wrong. So I still play probably every day, maybe for an hour each day, and maybe not if I'm tired or I've got other things to do, or if I'm traveling, which we do a lot of. I don't think it's changed the way that I feel about the piano. It's changed the way I approach the piano. And I'm hoping to try to incorporate all of the suggestions into my practice schedule and working on a piece. The truth is that when I play in front of Aaron, I get very nervous, and that hasn't changed. So maybe after enough exposure here, I'll get better at that. So.
Yeah, that's good. I have one last question for you, and that is, now that you've been with me for quite a while, what advice do you have for other so-called amateur pianists, non-professionals, in order to keep their motivation? Because I've seen that many times, people just practice endlessly and don't really make progress, and at some point the motivation fades away, and that's really a pity, because we both know how beautiful the music is. What advice could you give them in general?
Well, that's a pretty tall question for me, the amateur, coming from the expert performer. I guess the thing that I would say is that motivation is a personal thing, and it depends on how much effort you want to put in, time you want to put into playing the piano. If you want to get better, you need help, and the help comes from somebody who knows much more than you do, and I think that's where I'm coming from. I'm very proud to announce to my friends that I've been taking piano lessons from a concert pianist in Berlin, and through the magic of modern technology, it's easy to do, which is amazing to me.
You were skeptical a bit in the beginning.
Oh, totally, absolutely. I thought, at first I thought, how can a person in Berlin watch me on my laptop computer aimed at my piano keys? How can he assess what I'm doing? And it's pretty magical. He's a techno genius, which I'm not, and able to manipulate the electronic means to pull it off. And plus, he's got an ear that's very perfect, and I try to sneak things by him, but he catches me every time. So when I make a mistake, it's very obvious to you, and I'm thinking, he won't hear that one, but he always does. So
great. Yeah, thank you, Jim, for being here. So basically you said that one shouldn't be thinking that they are always right about what they play, but to admit that some support from the outside, from someone who is more experienced, can only help to develop on the piano. Go and get a good teacher. And of course you can also work with me. What you can do is you can apply for a free first lesson with me. That's what we did as well, where we figured out a bit how the Zoom technology works, etc., and all the other things. If it looks promising, of course, I might offer you to work for a longer time, but you cannot lose anything. So you can just apply for this one lesson. All you need to do is to go to aaronpilson.com/academy. There's a button there. Sign up for that lesson. You get a quick call. We figure out if I can help you, and then we can schedule the lesson together. So we meet each other soon. And we're going to work on your piano skills now in person.
May I say one more thing? Aaron was very patient with me. I was first very worried about trying to show my piano, my hands, myself on video, and he took the time and was very patient and got me on track so that we could transfer the image and the sound properly from, how many, 9 time zones away to get the job done. So if you're worried about the technology end of it, Aaron will take care of you and he'll direct you in the right spot. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it took us like 3 attempts or something. But we figured it out in the end. So if you're worried too, don't worry, we will figure it out. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we see each other again in the next video. And we're going to work on your piano skills now.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.